Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star. Falling for you has buried me in smoke and ash. In smoke and ash. Take me to the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones. The fear of living on my own. I'm all alone. I wear 1,000 scars. Cover them up so you don't see beyond the mask. My world's a dying star. Falling for you has buried me in smoke and ash. In smoke and ash. Take me to the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones. The fear of living on my own. I'm all alone. Take me to the ending of the story. I'll see you in the morning when I wake. Save me from the storm inside my bones. The fear of living on my own. I'm all alone.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Underdog.live. Today we've got Chris,
Hello.
Joseph, or
What
JD,
up?
and Stimpy.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm four of us and I'm Richard. So without further ado, on with the show.
Cool. Right, so we've got some gaming news that's happening this week. The first one that we will talk about is apparently the PS5 is being restocked, and they're using Twitter tracker to update people with real PS5 alerts. Cyberdwarf, you're still after a PS5, I believe, for one of your sons. Have you managed to hear anything around your end about that?
Sorry, it's sorry, my camera. No, the last I heard was they do have stock, but they're just releasing bit by bit. If I'm honest, I've not been staying up till 4 in the morning to try and get one. So, I'm just gonna wait until they become like readily available, then jump on it then.
Some other news that's been happening, something about Diablo, but I think one of us has topics to do with the Blizzard, who makes World of Warcraft, Diablo. Someone's covering that topic, aren't they, a little bit later? So I can leave that for later if you'd like.
Not about Diablo, just about how successful things went.
Fair enough. Well, Diablo 4 got announced, and Diablo 2 Resurrected is meant to be coming this year, which is obviously a Diablo 2 remake. Does anyone care about Diablo 2? Like, I played Diablo 3, but...
I never played the original. The first one I played was the third one. And,
yeah, so...
like, I never played the old Diablo games. I know they're meant to be really good, but... I don't know. I'll probably buy it. Depends how much you're selling it for. If it's like 60 quid, then I probably won't get it. But if it's like 20 quid, something I might.
Knowing Blizzard, it's going to be at least 50, in my opinion.
Depends what reviews are like as well. Because when I made that Reforged, that got really bad reviews. That Warcraft Reforged.
Yeah, that's a bit of a different animal, though, wasn't it? I mean, an MMO compared to straight.
It was still like a classic game. What we could have like, it's daft how bad we got like when the original games, like how badly we made a remake of it. I mean,
yeah,
and that's one of their games. So if we can make a bad remake of such a beloved game like Warcraft, then we can easily do it with Diablo.
What about you, Richard? Are you a Diablo man at all? I started on 3. Simple started on 3. What did you start on?
3.
So no one's. What about you, Chris? Have you played Diablo 2?
Nope, I've not played any of them.
Well, we're
Clearly.
I really like Diablo 3. I played a lot of it. I got really into it, but I know everyone said it wasn't as good as the originals, but I never played the originals, so I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, I played Diablo 3, completed it, but I have not played any of the others. But the only other thing that was announced then was, well, maybe not the only thing, but the only thing that seems to be coming up is Overwatch 2. Stimpy, you were a big Overwatch fan. I played it, and I didn't love it. I can appreciate it as a good game.
The community kind of ruined Overwatch for me. I know the actual fan base.
I've heard it's quite toxic in Overwatch, but again, I don't know.
It's really like... They're like petty children, and it's just got to the point where it's like... And Blizzard, I don't really like Blizzard as a company anymore.
Is it since they were acquired by Activision?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know classic Blizzard. I just don't like how we've been like...
When I first started playing Warcraft, I thought Blizzard were one of the best gaming companies because you could literally get an answer back from them within, half hour. Now, if they don't really speak to you, they kind of put it on to help out other players.
Okay, Richard, just to let you know, you're cutting up a little bit. You might need to put your mouth closer to your mic, as in just speak to it, or maybe headphones would help.
Oh, Mark Foxy was the best in the chat.
Yeah, we've got Apple Core, or Mark White, a regular on the show. Number 2 was the best. Well, we certainly should have had you in the show, shouldn't we? Definitely. You could have still got that.
Overwatch, it kind of got. I played loads of it though when it first came out. And I played it all the way up until like 3 years in.
Did anyone else play Overwatch apart from me and Stimpy? Stimpy got well into it. I played it a reasonable amount. What about you guys?
I think I played it for a bit with you.
Richard?
I played it, but not a lot. I didn't really get it. I've tried it. It's alright.
Well, I like hero shooters. I like the whole idea, and especially how every character plays.
Richard's phone is swooning at how attractive he is. Okay, the next topic, just to keep it moving, because we've also got our own topics to cover. The Metro Exodus developer has claimed, and I say claimed because we touched on it earlier privately, that the Xbox One S GPU is underpowered and it can be difficult to, optimize the games for the console. I assume the reason why is because they want to optimize the game once for Xbox and once for PS5, but being that one is less powerful than the other, they have to do it twice.
There's no such thing as being optimized once or twice, because even on PCs there's that many variations. There's not one version of the game, and it's not that much hard work for them to make a Series S version, really, when there's like all those different kind of PC variations. And
I mean, I've got two thoughts on that. One, it seems like you'd be correct because obviously you got the PS4 Pro and the PS4, and they've obviously done that. But going to devil's advocate, there must be some sort of like idea that they only want to do it once for a console because you can't change the settings in a console.
We don't like it because it's more work from basically. Because you have to to be Xbox verified, you have to do 2 versions of the game, one for the Series S and one for a Series X.
Yeah. Have you guys got any? Sorry, so we finish what you're saying.
We can't just port one version, and to say the Series S is holding back gaming, it's stupid because all consoles hold back gaming. If it wasn't for the console market, the games wouldn't have enough funding to be as good as they are. People would gone to PC, wouldn't they? PC markets are growing quicker than it ever has, and me and you are evidence to that. I mean, and I like to say,
yeah, but what did you start playing first, PC or console?
That's what I'm saying. PC gaming marketplace now is growing quicker than it ever has. It's more accessible.
I think JD's point was without the consoles kind of feeding
existing.
it along or
I'm not saying it exists, but I'm saying now PC gaming is bigger than it ever has been.
Yeah, but of course it's going to be because we've got a lockdown for the past year.
That's all gaming. Everyone's been in lockdown. Even though what you game, I'm on about in general. PC gaming's got a lot bigger than it ever has, and it's more accessible now than it ever has been. People can there's a lot more tools out there. Building a PC is a lot more information out there how to build one.
It's also a lot less money.
Yeah, and it's more affordable. There's more parts out there, more choice. And the level of requirement to have a gaming PC is not as it can be as low or as high as you want.
I want to say right now that had it not been for most of my friends now being on PC, I'd have stayed on a console. To be honest.
You still go on PC, and no matter how you ended up there, you have done.
Well, yeah.
Welcome to the Stream Apple Club.
My PlayStation has now become a tray for my plate when I'm playing PC.
My PlayStation's just simply my Persona machine, and that's it.
I only use it to watch Sky Go and watch football.
But like I say, back on topic, but him saying the Series S is holding back gaming is stupid because there's PCs out there what's weaker than the Series S. And it's the original Xbox Ones and PS4s, they're weaker than the Xbox One X. It's not. To be honest, the guy who runs the company that make Metro is a bit of a dip. He's a bit of a dip.
Well, fair enough. Well, moving to the next topic because we don't want to just hang on that too long. Valheim has broken yet another record last week. The record it's broken because apparently the other week it sailed past 1 million players and hit a concurrent peak of 361,000. Now it is on bear with me, now it is on 423,546 according to Steam charts, making it the third most played game on Steam, only after CSGO and Dota 2, which are always up. But yeah, I mean, apart from Chris, Cyberdwarf, none of us have got Valheim yet, but I can see Richard loving Valheim. I don't know about you guys.
I reckon I will. We are on about that.
No, that's Assassin's Creed Valhalla. We're on about Valheim.
I was looking and I was miles away.
You were times, Granddad. Fuck. Fit not all in. I didn't mean to go all in. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that.
Anyone watching, I have recently upgraded audio slightly, so if anything's too noisy or quiet, just let us know and I can change that for you.
Okay. Well, we'll move from Valheim since none of us play it yet. Apart from breaking a record, I thought I'd mention that. The last part of gaming news that is worth mentioning before we move on to our personal topics is research reveals the UK's most popular gaming franchises. So this is for the UK, I'm talking. Average UK gamers spend the most played games during lockdown and more. So basically, these are according to a study of 1001 UK adults commissioned to mark the launch of the One for All Gamers' favourite gift card last month. Call of Duty beat historic favourites. So Call of Duty is number 1, according to the data. What would you think is second? I'm just going to ask you this, guys. What do you think? FIFA is on the top 10, but no, it's not FIFA, even though I thought it would be. And I'm wondering if it's to do with the fact that this is a one-for-all gift card purchase.
Can you repeat the question?
Basically, according to the data, the average gamer in the UK spends, and it was commissioned to mark the launch of a one-for-all gamers' favourite gift card last month. Now, I don't know if that means that they're talking about gift cards or if they commissioned a study that was just for what people were buying and spending money on.
Okay. Well, Apple Core said GTA.
Okay, so GTA is number 3. Number 2 is Super Mario. So it goes Call of Duty.
I reckon Fortnite's one, just because the amount of kids.
Yeah, Fortnite's probably up there.
It's not on there.
Really?
Which is why I'm surprised at that.
That's bullshit.
That's because all the kids are robbing the credit cards. The parents' credit cards are doing that.
But yeah, so it goes Call of Duty, Super Mario, Grand Theft Auto, Mario Kart, FIFA, The Sims, Assassin's Creed, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and Minecraft. I'm with you guys. Where the hell is Fortnite on that?
What was this, like from 2013 or something?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
Let's move.
Hang on a sec, I'm going to make my move.
Apple Core said bloody child blocker.
Okay, but yeah, that's according to a UK poll done by the One for All gift card people. So, hang on a sec. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just going to scare them all away now and claim my money. Oh, Richard's calling me out! You're going to regret that, mate. Oh, Stimpy's gone in as well!
Oh, Chris
is not stupid.
I don't have fuck all, mate.
I've got 4 of a kind. Pocket queens, mate. Pocket queens.
Is that the first time you had a queen in your pocket?
Speaking of Fortnite, speaking of Fortnite, have you seen the new Street Fighter crossover?
No, I haven't seen that.
It brings
Right.
Ryu and Chun-Li to Fortnite.
Ryu.
Chun-Li's pretty cool. Everyone likes Chun-Li's legs.
Oh, did you see that new article what someone posted? There was this woman, she posted an article. They're making a new Mortal Kombat movie, aren't they? She complained that, they're making a new Mortal Kombat movie, and
yeah, they are.
She complained that because Chun-Li wasn't in the trailer, like trying to accuse the trailer of whitewashing. It's like, everyone thought it was a joke at first, but like, no, she was legit, like, saying it, and she got called out for it. It was really funny.
Okay. Well, we're moving on to our topic of conversation, and I will request that the host, Cyberdwarf, what is your first topic you would like to talk about?
Richard.
Yeah, the host is Richard, so we'll pass on to Richard.
No, he's hosting the stream is what I meant. I know that Richard's the host of the beginning, but I meant host of the stream.
Come on, Joe, we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we are. Go on, Richie. Don't let him take it from you.
Thanks.
His voice keeps cutting out for me. I don't know about anyone else.
Close to...
Yeah. So if everyone's a World of Warcraft fan has been playing Shadowlands, the drop rate's been fucking horrendous is the actual honest truth. You can go for a whole raid of 13 bosses and get fuck all.
Really?
They are, yeah. The drop rates have been terrible since they redone them for Shadowlands, coming from of Azeroth. But they've now said they're going to increase the drop rate from up to 33% more. So everyone should see more loot. This will increase 2 gear items, extra 20 player raids, and an extra 4 gear items from each boss. That doesn't include like conduits, such as like legendary memories and that, which is a massive boost for anyone that's trying to gear raids.
Right, so
None of you play.
Stimpy does play World of Warcraft. I have played it, but I don't know enough about the raids to really comment. So Stimpy, it's really on you, mate. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, I haven't played any of the new Shadowlands ones, so I don't know what the drop rate was like.
Basically, they redone the top high level guilds from doing this loot share system. So they remastered it so they couldn't do that, but it just made everything horrible.
The
other day, you didn't get a single thing.
I know the what's it? I know when every time there's a new expansion, we always have to like rebalance it and redo stuff. It's always the same. But wow, one reason why I stopped playing out because the bosses are like you can be doing raids for ages, and if you don't get it, it's really soul crushing. If you've been doing like a lot of raids.
The only comment I can really make is when I used to do the raids on Destiny, and on Destiny, obviously you're waiting for that special gun or loot drop, and you know there's only a percentage chance it might drop, and that was well annoying. So if that's what you're dealing with, Richard, I don't know if it's the same, but if that's what you're dealing with, then that sucks.
Yeah, there's always a random. With all MMOs and all sort of loot-based games, there's always like it's all done by chance. But if the chance becomes that low where it's like not even fun to. Where it's that low, it's like literally like one out every 100 completions or something. It'd be daft.
I'm more of a PvP player anyway, so that sort of stuff don't matter to me. It's just more because I grind out honor to in Conquest. But for people like me that care about the drop rates is outside of things, but I know a lot of people that get frustrated with that drop rate and raids.
Well, fair enough. So whose topic is next? Are we going clockwise? Because that would go to Cyberdorf, or do you want to go anti-clockwise to Sir Stimpy? Cyberdorf or Stimpy? Who wants to go next?
We'll just go. So I wanted to ask you all, what do you think the most played game was during lockdown?
Do you know the answer?
I do.
I would say Fortnite.
Go on.
I'm gonna go with something stupid like Farmville.
Candy Crush.
It is FIFA 21.
Really?
Yeah.
Followed by Call of Duty. Followed by GTA. Followed by Animal Crossing. So
where the hell is Fortnite in that? What the hell is going on?
Fortnite is not on it.
I think that these polls have got something against it. To be honest, I'm like, no, I'm not putting that in my poll. I don't care if it was the top.
Siege is 8th on it.
What was on?
Siege.
Rainbow Six
Siege.
Really?
Yeah.
My game's still going. It's really strong.
Mm.
You hear about the change? Because they got the mode, haven't they, called Quarantine? I'm gonna change the game mode name because I thought it might trigger people. They changed it to something like Outbreak. It was funny. It doesn't really make it any better or worse. Whatever.
There you go then.
Well,
moving on to Stimpy.
I go on Twitter. Oh, what's up? I go on Twitter a lot, as you know. And while on Twitter, I saw a tweet from a person called Black Sage D. I sent you a link, Chris. The actual tweet.
That could be a problem. where did you send it?
In the inbox.
By what?
In your direct message.
Okay, everyone's camera's gonna fuck up a minute.
That's how we roll.
There we go. Never happened.
They don't know.
When you get it up, I see. I can't remember what it says from word for word.
Don't we worry, Stimpy, you'll know when I've got it up.
Or would I feel disappointed?
Random.
So yeah, so this is what he put. He goes, if all your knowledge
no.
of anime is...
God damn it, Stimpy, I had a good hand then.
Alright, walk over me, you dick. Saying so, if all your common knowledge of anime is Demon Slayer, Naruto, and Inuyasha, whatever that is, Bleach, One Piece, Fate, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Gundam, My Hero Academia, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Ghost in the Shell, you're not an anime fan. And like one thing what people pointed out, that's quite a lot of anime. To not be and they are like quite like big staples of anime as well. Like these are like big shows. I mean,
I know nothing. Apart
what's
from
up?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're not an anime fan.
I mean, I've seen a bit of a lot of those, to be fair.
But like I say, he's like basically trying to gatekeep. And what's the funny thing is like, because everyone called him out on this, like, I mean, so it's like, it's a shitty take. I mean, like, whatever. You shouldn't be trying to gatekeep a hobby. And like it was like then he kind of doubled down on it. And he like basically when he tried to like say he was like about keeping the integrity of anime. I'm not going to understand because I'm against censorship when it comes to anime. But then, you know, people like change stuff. But the fact is, his original statement wasn't that he was just being an elitist prick. I mean, he was being elitist. That's what it was all about. And he got called out on that.
Well, he should be. I mean, it's exclusionary, and there's no reason for it.
The thing is, that's a lot of anime to not be considered an anime fan, don't you?
I mean, it's just ridiculous. But that's the kind of garbage you get on Twitter.
Because I grew up on Dragon Ball. Really, what was like what got me into it, and Gundam Wing, and really like. I mean, who cares if you watch one or two shows? I mean, if their show's what you really like. I'm not being funny, but some animes, you know, like Naruto, they can go on for ages, can't they?
500 or 600 episodes of Naruto.
Dragon Ball. If you watch Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, then GT, then Super, that's a lot of episodes to watch.
Apple Core wants to stroke your first Stimpy.
Tell me that you had to pay me $10.
Stimpy, do you like the new Andrex advert?
No, I haven't seen it.
It just popped up on Twitter.
What?
Have you seen that Family Guy episode where there's like two guys in a Kleenex factory and it's like, God, this is nearly as weird as the time that the guy actually found out what people use handkerchiefs for. And he goes, all the advertising is on people crying. He goes, I'm going to let you into a secret. Masturbation. It's just masturbation. That's all it is.
Oh, we see that one about Yahoo accounts where he goes, everyone just uses it for porn.
This conversation's getting more intense than the time I forgot how to sit down.
Oh yeah, it just falls over, doesn't it?
No, it's just jumps at the couch, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I want to say from that is like, I mean, doesn't matter how much anime you watch, if you like anime, you're an anime fan. I mean, like, what was funny about this guy? So if you look at his tweets, he tries to gatekeep literally everything. It's like literally everything. He does it about gaming. He does it about comics. I mean, everything. It's just, I think it's just attention seeking. But he actually got that much heat about this. This is like number one trending on Twitter for like a good hot minute, and just literally everyone's shitting on him.
Yeah, but it's shooting fish in a barrel. Like, there's so many crazy opinions on Twitter that I try and stay away from it. But anyway, is it okay if we move on to the next topic? Because I've got one that I'm actually quite interested in you guys' take on it.
Go for
I don't know about that.
Well,
And a full hour.
So did Richard just have a full house and Stimpy beaten with a flush?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to talk about MMOs mainly because we've all been talking about getting into an MMO together. And for anyone that doesn't know, there's one coming out this year apparently called Ashes of Creation that we're quite interested in. But looking at the MMOs, like, what do you guys think the best MMO is? Because there's an awful lot of them out there. And I know what Stimpy's going to say, but I'm curious to know what Richard's going to say.
World of Warcraft.
You think World of Warcraft?
Of course it's gonna be WoW. That's
So good.
Fortnite, Destiny.
What's your Stimpy?
I don't know. Final Fantasy 14.
Final.
It was the best one. If you don't play Final Fantasy 14, you're not cool or hip. Your parents
Final
probably
Fantasy 14.
I can't play it.
But I don't play MMOs, so.
And I've tried getting into loads. Like looking across this list, I've actually tried. I've tried Warcraft. I've tried Guild Wars. I've tried Elder Scrolls Online. I've tried Black Desert Online. I've tried the Old Republic, which is the Star Wars one.
Can I just
I've
tell you,
tried.
I
Carry
just
on.
got to ever get into an MMO then.
Yeah, well, I think it's the combat that puts me off. I've tried Neverwinter. I've tried Lord of the Rings Online. I've tried Terra. Like, there's so many. I tried Arcade.
But
When you say try, you mean do. Because you know what MMOs, like most of the the chunk of the content is like endgame. That is
Yes,
the chunk of
but that shouldn't be its only crux that gets people into the game. Like, that might be the best part of it, but that doesn't mean that the game should be bollocks until you get to the end of the game.
No, like, because Final Fantasy, like, when I play it, the story is really good, and the campaign is a good way to learn how to play the game, and then you obviously got the story, and, like, you level up, and you get, like, until you unlock the raids and dungeons and bosses, and you don't really get, that's where the fun of the game is, because you're doing these massive battles.
I think there's three problems with MMOs for me. One, I'm not a big fan of the combat, but the combat can be solved. Two, I feel very disconnected from the story. I mean, me and Cyberdwarf were playing Black Desert Online yesterday, and at first, I believe we were both reading through most of the stuff. But there's loads of it. It's so explanation, show don't tell. It's way better. And it was just constant, like, boring. So by the end of it, we were just like, skip,
Yeah,
run
it
to
was
the
just
next
one after
place,
another,
kill some
weren't it?
more. Yeah, it was just too much. And then the last thing was the fact that I don't think I've ever started the game with someone apart from Cyberdwarf with Black Desert Online yesterday. But it didn't use that. Like, it could have said, why doesn't it do that? I'll never know.
I'm just saying, like, this,
See,
obviously, MMOs take time and dedication, I mean.
yeah, I'm with Simius one. The only way to really get into an MMO is to grind out to the max level, and then it really begins.
I think.
And then it's like
You do realise that's not a point in its favour, right?
no, yeah, but like the story, like WoW's fun to like. So like when I played through Battle of Azeroth, it was a cool story. You know what I mean? It was a really cool story. And same when I played through, what was it? What was that other one? Legion, is it? The one where the Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
That was a really cool story. I mean,
See, I agree. My favorite expansion of WoW is Mists of Pandaria. It's like Chinese kung fu,
yeah, like Kung Fu Panda, pretty much.
but you can't.
WoW interests me more than most, I must admit.
But like, and same with Final Fantasy. Like Final Fantasy has got a story of what I really like, and for the most part, I'll be playing through a story, and you do like group up and doing like these missions, but the main should like because the story doesn't take you that long to complete. It'll probably take you about, if you go through it, probably take about a week, couple of weeks, depending.
WoW's actually. Oh, we've got quite a lot of. When you start-
Richard, you are breaking up. Can you say that again, please?
Right. So, is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So with WoW, they've done it now. So they've got a load of expansions. When you start a character, you can basically do this time warp thing. So you can level up in whatever expansion you want, but you can't expand until you're level 50. So you play 50 to 60 in the Shadowlands, but you can level in up to that point in whatever expansion you want.
It just seems they're missing something though. Like, I don't particularly. This is me personally, and I assume there's other people like me. I don't want to be able to skip levels. It's like those people that could buy Destiny and skip through. I assume that's for people that have already played the game and just want to skip through the bit they've already done.
You can buy it. You can buy straight to level 50 and start.
Yeah, but why would you want to do that? Why would you want to skip 50 levels of the game? Surely there should be good in there to play.
Well, yeah, there's a story. If you want to see the story, but that's totally up to you. I mean, if you're really into the story.
I feel like if you boost a character, you don't have a feel character. When you're leveling, you get the feel for how to play. So do you rotate?
Yeah, because the problem is once you boost, because with Final Fantasy you can boost a character or class, even a job. The problem is when you boost a job, you get everything unlocked and you don't know your rotations.
Okay, well, just to finish up this topic, Stimpy, your Final Fantasy 14, Richard, your World of Warcraft, Chris, out of all the online MMOs, not including Ashes of Creation because it's not out yet, and I think we're all moderately interested in that, what is the MMO that you would choose to play, in your opinion?
Well, the only one that I've actually played when I was younger and actually played quite a lot and got quite high was Tibia. And I know you.
I thought you played what was that game? RuneScape. Didn't you play that? Wasn't that an MMO?
No, I tried it a few months ago. I remember downloading it and trying it. I didn't really do much on it though. It was alright though. It was very. I'd say RuneScape was very similar to Tibia in how it worked. But Tibia is like the main one that I used to play that I will go back to. My childhood one, should I say? But I've not played enough WoW to say whether I like it or not, and I've not played Final Fantasy Online yet, so I wouldn't like to rule them out, if you get what I mean, until I've tried them.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'll move it back over to Richard then for his second topic of the day.
1 second, I need to know how this goes down. I just went all in.
Has the stream restarted?
No.
I can't. It says it's only been going for 4 minutes and 23 seconds.
Right. So my next topic is about Blizzard as a company.
Okay.
So Blizzard was on the 19th and 20th, and normally when BlizzCon's around, it's about £50 a ticket to watch it online, or obviously go to the actual venue itself. But due to lockdown, Blizzard made it a celebration of being on virtual with everyone, and they made it completely free to watch. So you could literally just go on there and watch the full BlizzCon.
Did everyone have their cameras ready for the next monumental mess up? Because if you remember, it became a meme and a gif that the guy was like, "Don't you guys have phones?" when they announced Diablo Mobile, and everyone was like, "Is this some sort of shit like April Fools or something?"
Yeah, but that went down really, really well. Obviously, there was a lot of people disappointment because cosplay is quite a big thing at these events.
Yeah, we normally have a cosplay event, don't we?
Yeah, that was a bit of a missing thing because you can't really they couldn't do it, could they? But now it's big. It was a really good, successful thing, and I think it's nice that Blizzard said they did it for free instead of.
I'm not being funny, but we should have done it for free. Like for seeing an online show, like when you're not actually going, it should have been free from the get-go. That's like.
No,
people like.
They give you don't just when you pay. It's not like you get to watch just a show. They give you stuff for all the different Blizzard games.
Yeah, but it's like what is it? Like if I remember once you get like a mount, and for 50 quid, it's a lot of money. That's what I'm saying.
They do it for like across the Blizzard games. So if you're quite a big Blizzard fan, it's like I said, they do stuff like Overwatch. Then they'll do stuff for World of Warcraft, Diablo. They did it throughout the game. So
yeah, but if you compare it to something like E3, and E3 is dying, I think we all know that because most developers are doing it on their own these days. But E3 was a free event. Now you could go to the place and pay to get in and experience everything in it, but all the developers would show their working, show what's coming. The fact that Blizzard charged that, and with Stimpy, I think it's a bit tight. If they are going to charge for something like that, I'd say tenner would be fine. Because think about it, you've got the whole world that might be interested in it. A tenner, you get a mount, you get to see it. That'd be fine. I wouldn't probably argue with that. But 50 quid is a lot of money.
Like full price gaming for yours.
That, or you got like the stuff that also people that would have gone to the actual venue would have got.
Yeah, but not like physical stuff. But just saying digital stuff, like in-game stuff.
No, I
It's a good topic to go for.
It's nice that they could have charged more because everyone's in lockdown and couldn't go, couldn't they? But they just
The interest of people's faith in Blizzard isn't as good as it used to be, and like I mean, Blizzard aren't as good in a good spot as they used to be either. Like they can't get away with as much, especially with a lot of controversy around the business and how they've been treating like fans and.
Yeah, there's been a lot of scandals on things.
Yeah, Blizzard has been constantly in the not constantly, but regular enough to be in like bad
hot water sort of thing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't put them at EA level yet, but I'd certainly.
well, it's just like it's more of a hypocrisy what Blizzard are, and I'm not saying like obviously it's a company that's had to make money and everything, and that company's your friend.
True.
But yeah, it's just like the whole. Remember when they had the free Hong Kong thing? And the person said it during like a competition. He won the competition. He said it after he won, because Blizzard Activision got one of the big shareholders is Tencent, what's a Chinese company. But he took away his prize money after winning, and they banned him from tournaments. What was the hypocrisy side of it? Is in Blizzard HQ in America, they got like they had like a plaque saying something like giving speech to a speechless. No, that's something weird like that, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's hypocrisy," and like you literally people are being repressed, and you're like taking the voice away for your shareholders, basically.
I understand what you mean. Basically, a guy who won said free Hong Kong, and because of that, he got ridiculed and whatever, didn't he? I do.
But he lost his.
But yeah, he lost his title and money and got banned. Yeah,
Lost a lot of money.
You got to admit that's not just from like just them sort of companies. Loads
No,
of
but,
different,
yeah, but Blizzard. The thing is with Blizzard, he won, and I mean, before it said this, it was like the terms like we had like an agreement when you get into competitions. Nothing like, but as soon as he said that, we changed like the we basically changed the rules, like, and then banned him for rules what have been changed. So about proactively banned him, like changed the rules.
Yeah, they changed the rules to ban him basically, after the fact.
And the fact that he didn't even say anything offensive apart from free Hong Kong, and the fact that we put like a public statement out to the American Blizzard, not the English-speaking Blizzard. But then someone translated the Blizzard China account, like the one that goes to China, and someone translated it, and it was like literally like condemning this person and saying like we believe in like basically China, like the proud history of China and all this lot, and yeah, it's like basically condemning them. My only American account goes, well, we believe everyone should have a freedom of speech. We don't believe. This event was a place to make it political. Yeah.
Anyone watching, do get involved in the chat. Let us know your thoughts. Even give us some topics.
Yeah, you can give us some topics to talk about. We've got some topics also coming up.
That's one
go on.
That's one of the reasons why I don't really support Blizzard anymore. Not because I'm like, I just don't like. I mean, shitty companies really.
Fair enough. Oh, Simpy's gone all in. He's throwing down. Richard, you keep cutting out still, by the way. I do apologise, mate, but I can hear that you're trying to say something.
I'll get a new Sorry about this, everyone. I will get a new headset when I get paid at the end of this month. My headset's basically buggered. That's what.
But no, like I say, you know what I've got. Like, if a company does something to annoy me or piss me off, I won't support them. And I never say, oh, no one else should play the games or support. I mean,
No, you don't.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't personally buy the stuff. Same with Epic Games and I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Same with Epic Games and like what else is there? 2K I want to support. There's some games I want to support with that places. That's my personal choice. I mean,
You should bring that up as your second topic. Say all the people that you wouldn't support, like write them down.
these are companies full of
We
shit.
ain't got that long.
We haven't got that long.
Just write the ones down that you like. That's stupid.
Very Enix, very Enix, Capcom.
But no, they're not. Oh, go on.
Whose topic's next?
Not me.
Right.
So the next thing I was going to mention, I mentioned about CD Projekt's last week getting hacked.
You did.
So there has been a few developments this week. So CD Projekts have used a DMCA takedown to slow down the spread of the stolen code that was stolen. So the DMC takedown, basically any websites that list the stolen content get instantly removed and flagged up. But they're going to sell it on the dark web. They're not going to go anywhere else with it, are they? But I suppose what it does do is makes it kind of what can it actually be used for? Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's a little update on that one.
So you could never control the dark web, but you can control like public, majority of people.
Just knocks a bit of value off it, doesn't it? I suppose, in that sense.
And the things are like CD Projekt Red is like kind of funny though, because there was false flagging people. When I think what was it when am I getting right? I think there's something about the game when it came out. I think that's true. I'm not sure. Never mind, ignore me.
But I think the way that they've dealt with it has been quite good so far, though, from what I've seen.
Well, you're in a different situation now, aren't you?
Well, a lot of corporate companies would hide it away, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Big companies.
I think it happened to Capcom recently, didn't it? Capcom, their employees' records got hacked and.
Well, they haven't given in to the demands, and obviously they're doing their best to stop them, getting away with what they've sold, I suppose.
I just like how they've dealt with it. Like I say, they've publicly put it out there, like more or less immediately when it happened, didn't they? They're not hiding away for it, and they basically say, "Look, we're not dealing with you," and that's it. It is what it is. But yeah, I think they've dealt with it really well.
The thing where you can really deal with them, like, you can't break in and you can't give them what they want because there's assassins all later on. I know it happened to Capcom recently. They're employing files. They got hacked and was trying to blackmail them for that. They do all the private addresses and then their basically all private information. I mean,
yeah.
I'm saying who else that? It happened to Sony, and this is PS3 days, but Sony decided to keep it a secret because I know the player.
We had the same hand.
No way. Me and Richard just had the same hand in poker and sort of split pot it. There you go, Richard. Me and you, mate. Me and you.
I call hacked.
Well, I had an ace because I was like, well, I've got an ace. It's there.
Eight.
I was worried that someone would have a jack then and get a 3 of a kind. But is anyone got anything more to say on CD Projekt Red, or should we move on to the next project?
Oh, apparently the consoles versions have been improved now.
Oh, really?
I think it's on next gen consoles though, not this gen. But I saw PlayStation 5 are getting steady 60 frames now, and the Xbox was dipping below 60 frames. But I think the resolution or something was high. It's actually performing at a higher resolution or something. I'm not sure graphical setting.
Well, I've since refunded my console PS4 Pro Edition. It wasn't running that badly, but I figured that I've never been offered a refund on the PlayStation before, so I took it.
I've never been given a refund, so I'll have it now.
I was part of that revolution, I'm just saying.
Oh, I cancelled my Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, is that because of Gina Carano by any chance?
Well, no, well, I don't like Disney anyway, and the less money you can give to Disney. I'm not really that invested in that whole situation, but I don't like Disney anyway because all the employees are massive dicks.
Disney, about your money now, they got all that China money.
Oh yeah, you're quoting South Park there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have fun sucking on China's dick.
But yeah, like China. I don't like China. I don't like Disney. Just because we are like all of them are like insufferable cunts.
I can't help but like the Marvel series, and I know that it's sort of dumb fun, but I really like the Marvel series. I think it's great.
I liked them for what they were. I enjoyed them when they first came out, but any more I'm just bored of them now. It was so overdone. It's like, oh, I'm done.
I'm happy to watch the Black Widow movie when it comes out because she should have had a movie ages ago. So I'll watch that. What
Black
did you say?
Widow's
It didn't need a film.
Yeah, Black Widow's like the least superhero out of all of them.
Nah, she deserves a film. Everyone else had a film.
Hawkeye didn't.
Yeah, Hawkeye doesn't deserve it.
Why?
Because he's not hot. He's not hot, that's why.
Yeah, but he's got about as much ability as she has, so like we're both not.
Own one. Rocket's stupid than that.
The thing is, what's it? Oh, she's basically a woman with a taser. That's a special ability.
I think she's cool. I'm down with a bit of Scarlett Johansson. I know I said that wrong.
No, like I don't get how like she can like. She's not the least interesting character apart from her boobs. Boobs don't make a character.
Boobs
don't
on a
make
character.
Yeah, it's two characters.
But anyway, moving on. Before we get banned on Twitch, how about my topic is the rise of female gamers, which I'm actually really happy about. Basically, for the longest time, men have dominated the gaming world. And not because we wanted to, just because we're little boys in our toys. However, recently now... Cyberdorf went, you might be little, and I just really want to say something like pot kettle, but never mind. But basically, girls are making nearly half of the player base of gaming now. Now, part of it, I'm worried, might be because of the name that should not be named on Twitch, the THOTS word. Don't say it.
No, they don't play video games. They just talk about games.
Oh, I didn't know if they just pretend.
They're just gonna just chatting section and eat lasagna.
Eat lasagna? Is that all they do?
What can't we say?
Pretty much. Or one of them nearly drowned herself in a hot tub. That was really funny. She kept doing sit-ups in a hot tub and she like drowned herself.
Wow.
But yeah, but thing is though, like I don't really care like women joining gaming. It's whatever it means. Like I mean, doesn't really.
To me, it doesn't matter to me who you are. Colour, race, creed, sex. It doesn't matter as long as you're a cool person that likes to play games.
Like gaming is the biggest media going at the moment. Like it's bigger than movies and music. It was the biggest form of entertainment. And
yeah, what were you saying there, Richard? Because we cut you off a little bit, I think.
That's right. I don't mind who you are. Just I'm sick of getting in Russian lobbies from WoW.
Richard hates the Russians, by the way.
The Russians.
It's like Call of Duty, no Russian.
No Russian. That was a good one.
But no, but the things are like I hate these kind of studies though, because it's such like a stupid thing, like to obsess over, like I mean, like yeah, there's probably a lot more women gamers, but that's of course there are. There's a lot more ways to play video games now. For one, when we was kids, it's like the only way you could play video games is on a console or PC. Well, now you got consoles, PCs, you got mobile phones, you got tablets, you got Literally anything can.
Whoa! That kind of spans into another topic, and it's obviously not my topic because I've already gone to the second topic. But can I ask, after everyone's finished their topics, can we swing it back round and just end on whether or not mobile gaming is gaming or not?
Gaming.
Okay, don't answer now. Have a think about it. Carry on to the next person's topic. My topic was I'm happy that female gamers are getting involved in general. Although I will end on this little tale. My wife, Diane, she likes to play Nazi zombies a lot. And apparently last time she was playing, she basically said to this guy, he went, "Are you a young boy or are you a girl?" And she went, "I'm a 13-year-old boy." And he was like, "I don't think I should be playing with you anymore." And she was like, No, don't worry, dude. But that's the main problem with girl gamers. I think most people don't know whether they're an irritating child or not, because through the mic it sounds weird. Do you guys feel the same way?
Not really. I don't really care. I mean, if a kid, I want to hang out with a kid. Because you know, but I mean, it wouldn't bother me like playing a game on a random lobby with a kid. It wouldn't bother me. I mean, like, as long as it weren't being annoying, same with anyone else.
But in her defense or his defense, who was talking to, Nazi Zombies is a game where you coordinate a lot through the mic. So if you were to spend a lot of time, you know,
yeah, but I've seen some kids play games where they're like way better than me. I mean, like,
I don't think it's an issue of skill. I think it's just that thing of I don't want to be in a situation where this kid could say something, or I could say something inappropriate, and this kid's in the lobby.
Well, no,
I don't know, like,
if they're playing a game that's that rated at that age, then it is what it is, isn't it?
Like I say, I've seen some
true.
like, play games really well, and as long as if it weren't being annoying, if they're screaming down the mic, I'd be like, I'll either mute them or like just leave the game. But if they're being fine, I won't bother. I won't add them as a friend after the game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I won't think anything of it.
The rise in female though is the case. Like I don't. The only female gamers like are quite big. Where was my point?
You're on ice here, mate.
Have you got your point?
Yeah, like when I was younger, I used to know when at school any of the girls played like video games. Now I've got like my partner Billy, her and her sisters all play Fortnite. There's like 5 of them.
Yeah, but that's your relatives. That's different. I'm talking about kids you don't know.
About it. Like, female gamers, they're all in high school.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. Yeah,
they wouldn't. Yeah. When I was at that age, girls just didn't give a crap about games.
True.
But now, I want to go and play Fortnite.
Do you think that's lockdown though? Do you think there's just nothing else to do, so they're starting to dabble in stuff like that?
Well,
I think it helps.
I think games are a lot more mainstream now than they used to be, and that's just like same with like there's not just more female gamers. There's just a lot more gamers now. Like people who wouldn't normally playing games.
I'm just going to interject because Applecore has been saying that Hawkeye is apparently getting his own TV show with his kid, so he's not getting a movie like Black Widow, but he is. Applecore, as in Mark, has said that he thinks Hawkeye is getting it. And then he said cat girls ? I don't know what that's referring to.
We're talking about girls and gaming.
What's a cat girl?
It's a Neko, like anime cat girl. God, don't they?
Okay, I'm just gonna say okay and shut up. Hang on, Hawkeye.
But yeah, it's more gamers in general, not just female gamers. There's just more gamers in the world.
Yeah, Hawkeye is getting his own TV series. Guess what it's called?
Hawkeye.
Correct. They went really adventurous and creative with the name.
What about Iron Man? His film is called Iron Man.
Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I've got nothing. No. No.
How much have you just thrown in there?
Right.
Is that
2.5k?
Oh my god! Look at all that money. Oh my god! He won with a pair of 3s. Is that it? Oh my god!
It clears out.
Lol.
I got 2.5 back. Yeah, I got 2k back because I didn't have that much.
But
Oh my god.
yeah, like there's more games in general now than there ever has been because like I think there's more ways to play games. There's more variety of games. There's like casual games, hardcore games, games for ran. I mean, there's literally every game going, and it's just it's the biggest one of the biggest medias now, if not the biggest. So you're gonna get more people involved. I mean, and like I say, like you gotta think like we live in a generation now where adults are playing video games. While in a parent's generation, not many adults played video games compared to the old. Like most, like,
apparently, just to do with what you were just saying then, the average gamer is 38, a dad of 3, and I don't know if there's anything else. Yeah, 38 and a dad of 3, and there was another thing, but I can't remember what it was. And spends a certain amount.
So that's what I'm saying is like gamers are older now than they used to be. I mean, so like if you're a dad of 3, you might have a daughter and you'll introduce her to gaming. And
here's a question: Does anyone remember their dads playing their consoles more than just to help you out when you were like 5?
No.
My dad played a lot of Medal of Honor.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? He was good.
He really loved Medal of Honor, and he liked to bust a move as well. And what was the other game he played? He played Alien with me as well when I was growing up. The Alien Trilogy game on PS1.
Oh yeah.
I played that a lot with me.
So whose topic is next, by the way? Because I think we've hung on that topic a little bit long.
Is it Richard?
I've got
Stimpy.
Basically, it's about the issues that PlayStation 5's been having. Maybe with like the software and the hardware issues.
Okay, so this is to do with the fact that the PlayStation 5 obviously hasn't been out too long, and this might be interesting for anyone who's thinking of getting a PS5 or if you want to wait for the second wave. I say if you want to wait, it's not like you've got an effing choice, because no one can get a hold of these things even if they wanted one right now.
So, well, a major thing, like the hardware thing that's been coming up, well, one that's come up recently was a drift issue on the actual controller, like the analogs drifting.
Who's gone all in? Is it you, Rich?
What?
Sorry, I was talking to Rich.
What?
Is that you that's gone all in?
Yeah, by accident. JK, now I've got a roll good hand.
I'll take that.
So yeah, it was basically the analog stick was drifting, so you couldn't actually. How the Switch did. Do you remember the Switch when it's happening to the Switch?
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, like the analog stick not breaking after a while. And also that the connectivity issues when connecting to online, the console will like keep disconnecting for no apparent reason. And then like when you're downloading games, it'll like stop the download halfway through. And then you go to re-download the game, and then you'll have to literally start the download all over again. Was annoying a lot of people. I see the problem with the SSDs inside the consoles not working properly and then breaking. Unable to get like a new SSD for it because they're not selling them. Not letting third-party SSDs into it. So yeah, it's basically a shit show.
Sorry to randomly shout fuck, but I've just literally lost like nearly $3,000 like in one hand.
I don't know what, the game keeps telling me I've got $200,000 and never now. I don't actually know.
It keeps telling you you've got what?
$2,500 and it never moves.
What? So above the 5 cards, it should say a number.
Yeah, $2,500. And it's not.
Okay, well okay, well just wait.
Yeah,
so, carry on.
So no, that's basically I just finished, but you know, don't think it's just.
Okay.
So,
Well, no, so I was in a devastating situation.
really, but I don't think you anything. What no, you're not gonna go over it.
You can with us. No, I mean you were talking for the guys. All I know about the PS5 is I'll probably get one eventually. I'm certainly not going to rush out and buy one when they first come out. I have heard that they are having problems right now. So you obviously going over what they have problems with is certainly worth knowing.
I also need a plate holder.
Richard needs a new plate holder.
Really, like PS5 VR, like there's no games out really at the moment for it. Like, why is there Demon Souls? That's the only exclusive. Really. Every other game you can buy, you can play on last gen anyway, and you know you can save yourself a bit of money in the meantime, don't you?
You could say that about. You could say that about the 3080 though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to buy it. But yeah. Things with 3080, we're not having issues like the PlayStation.
That's not what I've heard.
Well, depends which one you get. If you get a gigabyte.
Well, it's the actual Nvidia software that's been having issues, isn't it?
Not the Nvidia software. It's the hardware. It's
the GeForce software that's been having problems.
I haven't been hearing that. I don't know where you're hearing that. I think it's because since he got a. I think since he became an AMD fanboy.
I'm not.
I think you've just touched on Stimpy's weak spot there, Chris. You might want to ease up a little bit.
No, just to rein it back to the point is, you can do everything on the old gen at the moment, but it's just like a new graphics card. You can still do everything you could before. It's just a bit better.
Yeah, you need to wait for those exclusive games if you want to have a real reason to buy it.
Yeah, one good thing about but that's the same with a PS5. Yeah, of course, there's no game exclusive to a graphics card, is there? So that's like a comparison.
That's not entirely true. There's graphic exclusives to graphics cards. For example, Cyberdwarf wants ray tracing on Cyberpunk, but he can't have it because in the video we've got an exclusive for that.
But the game's not exclusive, is it?
No, but this is.
The game's not exclusive to one console, though, is it? I mean, there might be one or two games.
Demon Souls is. And
Demon Souls is, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Demon Souls is the only game really worth. If you're really a big fan of Demon Souls, that's the only game really worth buying. I say if you want to play the other games, you can just wait off for a bit and just keep your PS4.
Yeah, but I'll still reiterate, the new PS5 does look better on the games, just like if you were to upgrade a graphics card. That was the only point I was making. It doesn't matter whether there's games specifically for the PS5 or not. It's still graphically better than playing the old games, which is the same. Which is the same with
you just get an Xbox. More powerful.
Ooh.
It's more powerful. It's a more powerful console. It is true, maybe. It's more powerful console.
Anyway, has anyone got any topics left, or have we all said two?
We've all done two, mate.
Right, so we will wrap up the stream with one final topic. Is mobile gaming, in your opinion, because this is a very opinionated question, we'll start with Cyberdwarf, is mobile gaming real gaming?
Great answer.
See,
Poetry in motion.
I play a lot of strategy games on my mobile phone.
Yes, can I ask, and I don't know if you wish to divulge, how much did you spend on a mobile game, and what mobile game was that game, Cyberdwarf?
Probably about $5,000 over the space of a year, maybe.
Look at Richard crying.
That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna come to some point and steal your money tree.
Oh, brilliant. But yeah, so you answer the. Do you believe it's gaming or do you not believe it's gaming?
I don't think it's gaming. I just think it's something to passively do when you're not at a computer.
Fair enough. I will ask for more, but Richard, what about you?
I'm gonna go yeah.
Why? Quickly.
Because
briefly.
It's a game. You're playing a game. Gaming.
Okay, and Stimpy. Yeah, that's fine. Stimpy. You think it's gaming? I'm with Chris. I don't think it's gaming. Now, the reason why I don't think it's gaming is, have you ever tried to play the majority? I'm talking probably about 90% of games on mobiles. They are advert-ridden, like money fishing, bollocks. Like no matter what game you play, it is always asking you for money, and I wouldn't call that a game. I'd call that.
It's still gaming. It's a shit game, but it's gaming. Right?
Yeah,
It's like I've played mobile games. You can buy ones where you just purchase and that's it. You're on about free-to-play games. There's all different kind of games on mobile games, not just like.
I've got some games on my mobile. For example, I've got PUBG, I've got Among Us, things like that. And there are some okay games on mobile. But what I'm trying to say is, as part of the gaming community, for example, this is the same thing with Diablo. You know when Diablo came out for mobile and everyone was like, the fuck? It's because they didn't see that announcement, the majority of people didn't see that Diablo mobile announcement as a, reasonable. It wasn't a game in their eyes. It was for your mobile. Yeah, it's great, but no one wants it. They wanted something better.
The thing is, though, it's a game. Like the reason why people was pissed off is because they showed it at a Blizzard event when you expect like the next major sequel. When you go to a Blizzard event, you're expecting to receive a major game now. People got pissed. Like, in fact, if they showed that Diablo game anytime when it wasn't a Blizzard event, it wouldn't have caused much trouble.
Yeah, but that should just because that is a Blizzard game. And they said they had a new game to announce. Just because people wanted it to be something else doesn't mean that they had to.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen. That's what I'm saying. That's why people was pissed off, because I was expecting the next part of the series. I mean, we didn't want the mobile, because when you pay £50 a ticket or how much you get in, you're expecting to see the major releases, not mobile games. And mobile games are still gaming, because like it comes back to the whole gatekeeping thing. It's gaming.
Yeah, but hang on. Why don't you expect it to be mobile games?
Because
if you pay £50 to go into BlizzCon to hear a game announcement, why is a mobile lesser of an announcement than a console or PC?
Because the people who go to the Blizzard events are probably hardcore. I mean, they're like been playing Diablo 1, 2, and 3. I mean, they expecting the same kind of experience. And the thing is that mobile phones are still games. But more, I mean, like it leans itself more to the casual market. Because of course.
The point I'm trying to press is... Sorry, let Richard say his.
Right. I would say that is completely different in the sense that people that go to BlizzCon are PC-based gamers, not mobile gamers.
That's not necessarily true. I'm sorry, you don't know that. That's speculation.
Yeah, because look at what games come out for BlizzCon. StarCraft, Diablo, World of Warcraft, Overwatch... what were we
a lot of those on consoles as well. A lot of those on consoles.
Overwatch and Diablo on console. That's 2 games. And the whole franchise.
Yeah, but they're still on the consoles.
Yeah, that's 2 games. That's to say Richard's right, most people there are PC gamers.
Well, no, Blizzard now owns Destiny and stuff, doesn't it?
Well, that's Activision. That's not their BlizzCon event. We don't show Activision games. They separate from.
I actually agree with you, but my point I'm trying to say is you're saying that the mobile gaming is a lesser announcement. So let me rephrase the original question. My original question was: is mobile gaming real gaming? Let me yes, but you're basically. You're basically saying that the announcement of a mobile game wasn't adequate. Now,
yeah, for that audience, you market to your audience. I mean, like,
what audience is that then? What audience should they market it to?
If I showed American football to those of football fans like in England,
they're
not going to be that interested in it because you have to market to the demographic.
Then where should they market a Blizzard game at BlizzCon?
What, YouTube?
Yeah, but what if you missed half their audience?
We got official Twitter page. We got a website. We got other ways to do it.
I can't hear you.
If you're mobile gaming, then surely the way to reach the mobile gaming community is on social media, where their mobile device is. So
like on Twitter.
Do you think that they have like a sort of community page that they would have broadcasted their BlizzCon on?
What?
As in, I'm saying that a lot of people, I'm sure, watched BlizzCon through their mobile. I'm not denying. I'm just saying that it just seems to me like you saying that game isn't adequate for that, that situation. I agree with you, by the way. I'm playing devil's advocate to make a point. I'm saying that the mobile games aren't real games. They're not actual games. You're saying it's still a game. Sure, it is still a game. I will absolutely concede to that. My point is that they are lesser. They're a nothing burger to me. They are empty games that are just in a shell of what the original one was.
Yeah, but when you're saying, well, people playing mobile games aren't real gamers.
Yeah, that was my real question.
But but things are like gaming. I mean, like, no matter what, if you're gonna do something, like if you're gonna market a game, you gotta make sure the people you market to are actually interested. That's not.
Well, I'm of the position that at BlizzCon is exactly where they should have marketed that game. I just think they should have had something else to put there. But we've said a lot. Chris, what's your take? I was just basically saying that their idea of, saying that they shouldn't have done it at BlizzCon or something like that. What do you think? Do you think they should or shouldn't have done it at BlizzCon? Do you think it's an adequate game?
I don't really know, because, I mean, Stimpy and Richard are saying that majority of people at BlizzCon are PC players. And there's also...
That's probably true, by the way. I'm not denying that.
So it wasn't the best audience for it, but he's also saying that mobile phone gamers are gamers as well, so...
Yeah, we are gamers, because
if you're having an event...
To quote the meme, the guy said, don't you all have phones? Surely those PC players have phones to play Diablo 1, that's their market.
My point is anyway, Stimpy, just to make it before you go back on a tangent again. The point what I was trying to make is that if that's a game for gamers and mobile phone gaming is gaming, then why should it not be shown at a gaming event?
Because that gaming event was majority PC gamers, and these
doesn't matter, it's still a game.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, those have still got phones, haven't they?
Listen to me, I'm talking, and you're talking over me. Right?
You've talked over us!
I'm going to say Chris finished, and I was making my point. No, but that's true, though. Richard will testify. You're on your side, so you don't see that. But no, like PC gaming and like people go to these BlizzCon events are like they played all the sequels, and like mobile gaming, it's still gaming, but it's a more casual experience. People going to BlizzCon aren't looking for a casual experience.
Well, if you found out then that a game that take what's it that you play at the moment, the MMO?
Final Fantasy 14.
Right, so if you find out that Final Fantasy 14 is now available at this event that you go to, is now available to go on your mobile phone. You can sign into it, you can play your same character, now you can take that with you. Would you not be interested in that?
Oh well, I think it was cool. That's me.
Well, there you go then. So that's the same theory. It might be interesting to some of the PC players that were there.
But the thing is, like, then it'll be worrying how it'll affect the main game. But the thing is, it was not like, I can play Diablo 3 on your phone. There's like showcasing a new game. We're not saying the same. I mean, we're not saying Diablo 3 is down on your phone. We weren't saying that. This is saying this is a new game. What we've been working on. And there's a lot of issues because when people was worried about the basic Diablo 4, what's happening with that. What's progress in that one?
I think that we're going to have to agree to disagree a little bit on this. I agree to a point because I agree that they should have had something meatier for that £50 entry fee. However, I don't agree that they shouldn't have shown it at that BlizzCon, and I also think that I don't see where else they would advertise.
Yeah, and again, I agree with Richard and Stimpy. Oh, sorry, Richard, go on.
BlizzCon wasn't 50 quid, it was free.
No, this is a year ago. This is like last year. Or this might be 2018 or something. It was a while ago now.
Yeah. But like I say,
go on.
I personally think that it's not the right place. I think it's a social media game, you're trying to promote it on mobile, then use mobile connections to promote it. Don't turn up at BlizzCon expecting the next best thing and get a mobile device game.
And like I say,
I disagree a little bit.
If you're gonna have it in the BlizzCon, don't do it on the main stage. Just have it as like a thing. What you can have like just banners. You don't have it on the main stage at the event on BlizzCon.
I disagree a little bit. I think they should have had it on the main stage, but it shouldn't have been the headlining thing. I agree with that.
And things are like people went there with a certain expectation, and like I say, when you're paying 50 quid a ticket, you're getting shut on. It's not going to taste good. And like mobile gaming, anyone who gatekeeps anything, this is real game. It's gaming. Gaming is gaming. Anime is anime.
Yeah, but you're into some respect. Gaming community is not just computer games. It's board games. It's chess. It's
board games is a whole different beat. That's like it's a different.
Yeah. A board game is a different animal. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a game, but it's not a video game.
Yeah, but you are still.
You can still call yourself.
Actually, can I just come in there, Richard? That's an incredibly good point. Although, board games aren't video games, my argument is mobile games are games. But my argument is they're not part of the video game community of consoles and PCs because they are simply not. I think they're a different animal.
But that's what you asked. You asked, are they game? Are you gaming?
Games.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I might have phrased the question wrong. You go first.
Sorry. But yeah, you are gaming. It's simple as that. Like, you're playing a video game. You can say the game's shit or not. There's like those games on console and shit. And same with PC.
I think the main reason why I think they're different is because PC and console, apart from graphically, there's a lot of difference. A lot of the games are similar. We get the same AAA titles, we get the same developers, we get basically the same game with graphical differences. Granted, PC's got a lot of indies, but so is the Switch. When you move to a mobile, barring the odd, I think you got Call of Duty on there, PUBG, but barring the breakout ones that maybe get made, most of the mobile market, to me personally, and this is a singular opinion, I think it's a lot of guff, and it's a lot of asking for your money, and it's a lot of touting, and I don't particularly like it. Yeah, but that's why I don't put it into the market of PC and consoles. I think there's a divide there.
The thing is, like, there's some games on PC what consoles could never run. So does that mean if you're playing a console, you're not a real gamer?
Well, no, because you still get a lot of the games from PC on console.
Yeah,
you get a lot of games on PC from console to mobile.
Yeah, but
you get like
can never run on PC on console. It can run on PC. And when you start setting these these lines of what real game or real game.
Where do you
you could keep pushing the boundaries further and further. Like, well, if you're not playing up to 120 frames, you're not a real gamer.
Yeah, but and also, where do you put the games that break the boundary, like Pokemon Go, which splits off between Pokemon Go is downloaded by loads, and it cross paths with Pokemon Sword and Shield?
I would call that an add-on at best, personally. I don't think Pokemon Go is a proper game. I think it's a fun little analog, augmented reality thing.
Play Pokemon Go, but don't play Sword and Shield.
So, what's your point?
It's still
that's their game. That's their game.
I'm just saying I wouldn't put it in the same bracket as consoles and PC. And Stimpy's argument as PC has a lot of games that you don't get on on consoles. The majority of developers, as in the vast majority of developers, develop for both PC and console. The vast majority of developers that develop on those don't always develop for mobile. In fact, barely any do.
Yeah, but one of the biggest markets for mobile gaming, if not the biggest.
That's not the point I was making. That's a different point.
Yeah, but like I say, it's one of the biggest revenue of gaming. So,
sure, but I was talking about the developers that develop for PC and console.
Certain games, you're saying certain games what can't run on phones. That's because that's hardware issue. That's fair enough. Hardware is the game can't run, you can't run. But at the same time, there's a lot of games what can't run on consoles.
You've moved the question. That wasn't what I just said. You've changed the answer.
Yeah, but when you start setting these arbitrary standards, developers still make games for mobile phones. Like Square Enix makes games for mobile phones, not the same games.
Yeah, but not the same games.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're playing on Nintendo, You're
I
not
think
wrong
we're
with
going around in circles. I don't begrudge mobile gamers for being mobile gamers. It's fine. I'm just saying I don't put them in the same classification, and there are different games that the PC and console standard work together with.
Yeah, but like Nintendo, like a lot of their games will never get released on other systems, and like I say, like some game companies make games specifically for the Nintendo.
True, there's a lot of indie titles on the market for Nintendo, but Nintendo still has a lot of games that the other two consoles have. It just doesn't have them all.
But like I say, and the same with phones. Like phones, you said PUBG, Call of Duty.
There's about 5 games, maybe 6. There's under 10 games that are on the consoles that are on the phones.
Well, how about the Switch? And the Switch has got like what, Witcher and Doom.
Dude, the Switch has got way more than that.
Skyrim.
But
No, but games are all like on all the consoles. I mean,
so,
where you
Jeff,
can get elsewhere.
if you're
What did you say, Richard?
if you're playing PUBG on a phone, what are you doing?
What do you mean? If I'm playing PUBG on a phone, what am I doing? I'm playing PUBG on the phone.
So are you
I
getting
don't know what you want.
or not?
I've said that there are games on phone, Richard. That's not a got you moment. I've said that games are on phone.
But you gotta admit that that's still then there is ability to be a gamer on a phone.
Yes, I'm saying that there's a divide between the gaming market on phones and the gaming market on PCs and consoles. And that divide, that's all I'm saying. There's a big divide. And what we were, I think we've really gone such on a tangent that we've lost the original point. We were originally talking about Diablo being announced on a main stage. You were saying that it should have been announced there because there's a divide. You would want, you know, a proper title, not a phone title. That's the divide I'm talking about, by the way.
When we came to BlizzCon, then that's a really that's like the worst case scenario where you could like show mobile gaming.
It might be an extreme scenario, but it's still a scenario where you are agreeing with me that there's a divide.
There's like a divide in between like who people you market to. I wouldn't say like people who.
I disagree with you on that whole marketing thing. I think that is their base. They want the people that play on PC to play it. I just don't think it should have been the main burger. I do disagree that it should.
I think the same thing.
Alright, so where do you think Animal Crossing would do better? If I showed it at a COD event or at Nintendo event? So marketing to people who are there, I mean.
Well, no,
So Diablo would be better at BlizzCon.
Yeah, but it's not the Diablo game what people expect. It's like they could have easily announced that on their social media account.
Chris, I'm asking you because do you see any? If you say they're right, I'm wrong, I'm going to shut up. Have I got any leg in it?
Well, no, I pretty much said the same as you. I agree with Stimpy and Richard in terms of what they've said, but I don't agree in that they shouldn't have marketed where they marketed it.
Yeah, I agree
think,
with that.
and that goes back to what you guys have both said, that mobile gaming is gaming. I think if it's a game, it should be shown anywhere that other games are shown, regardless of what platform. If you're specifying it as a game, then that's it. It's a game. And going back to what we were saying before, if you're bringing something new to the table on a new platform for, say, PC players, that the majority of them were there, it's something that they can get their hands on when they're not at their PC playing, then why not? Why is that the wrong place to go?
Because they showed it in a worse way on the main stage.
I don't think...
I think there's a bit of hypocrisy there. I just think that there's a smidgen of hypocrisy there. That's what I'm trying to get.
Because like people, we're going to have like the same points again. People go to BlizzCon are PC gamers. That's what we play on. That's what they primarily use.
But that's our point. That's our whole.
But that's their base. That is their base.
Yeah, but when you're paying 50 quid for a ticket to go to an event,
did they not see anything else there? Was that the only thing that they showed there?
No, there was other things.
The thing is that Diablo is a highly anticipated game. When they show Diablo, it's a big event. You
can't argue though that they paid 50 quid for an event, so you shouldn't show something that they might see as shit. Like, you're gonna get something that you don't like at any event you go to.
The thing is, you should know your audience. I mean, when you're marketing
I
First
think they
rule of
do know
boxing is
their audience. I think they did know their audience, and that's why they went there. It just didn't work out the way that they wanted it to.
Backlash. You knew the audience wanted that backlash. There.
Well, no, it's something that's never been done before. It's something that's never been tried before. They tried it, it didn't work. They've not done it again.
Well, things are like, exactly, they haven't done it again, because that's not their audience. They didn't know the audience, they didn't know how we react. And the problem was the company, the Diablo Immortals weren't even being made by Blizzard, it was being made by another company.
For all you can say about it, I mean, it's got people talking. I mean, we're talking about it now, how many years later?
I wish we had more viewers so that they could tell. I mean, any viewers, please tell us whose side are you on? We've got Richard and Stimpy. If I'm okay putting you two in a camp, and I believe I am more with Chris, because I agree that mobile gaming is gaming to a point. I'm not saying that there aren't games on mobile phones. I've never said that. But the reason why I'm trying to get on a little bit at Stimpy is because I think there's a little bit of hypocrisy in saying that mobile games are games no matter what. He's saying that. He's saying mobile games are games. They're games. There's no difference between a PC, console, and mobile. They're all games, right? But then he's equally saying that they shouldn't have announced that game.
Because it's not their audience. You don't listen.
It is their audience.
It's not their audience.
BlizzCon, Diablo game. It is their audience.
It's not their audience. It's not their audience. Not for mobile gaming.
I'm with him. It's not the right.
It is the right audience.
It's not. It's not the right audience.
It is.
No,
it's like taking an electric car to a supercar event. Half the people are gonna fucking hate it, but they still need to get it out there and show what's coming.
Yeah, but there could have been so many other ways of going out of the game. Social media is free. We could have just posted online and no one would have thought anything of it.
Yeah, but
BlizzCon is owned by them. The game was developed by them. They've got a fan base that loves.
It's by a third company.
Yes, but it's their property, Stimpy. Don't be so pedantic. It's their property. It's to do with Diablo. Diablo is got a massive fan base. They've all got mobiles. I agree that they should have had something more, but oh god, we need more people to tell us stuff in the chat. Seriously, we won't get this together.
Gamers gaming. You have to make sure when you show anything, any products, you've got the right audience.
So you're saying mobile gaming is not gaming then now?
No, I am saying gamers gaming. When did I say that? When did I say that?
Because you're saying that it doesn't belong. You're saying.
But I'm saying when you show any products, you gotta make sure the right people are in front of you.
So they took a game to a gaming event with lots of gamers.
Can I just take Chris's analogy?
It's not even BlizzCon's a mainly PC gaming event. It's
Doesn't
not
matter. It's still gamers.
Can I just take Chris's analogy because it was very good, right? McLaren, F1. You've got supercars. McLaren want to show people their new F1 car and all this sort of stuff. People go thinking they're going to see the new F1 car, but maybe it's just the same one as last year, and instead they show the McLaren new electric, Prius-looking car, and everyone's disappointed in it. You're saying that McLaren shouldn't have shown their car at a McLaren event to show their new car.
If they're doing drag racing and we got all that really fast cars here, then show what.
So this is where we're disagreeing, because I agree with Chris that I think that McLaren should show their new car, even if people don't want it.
Do you think if any videos show their graphics cards at E3, anyone will give a shit?
But just to point out,
It'd get people talking.
Right? Yeah, you should show it, but it shouldn't be the main event.
I agree. That's my point. I said that.
We said that earlier.
No, you are arguing that you shouldn't have showed it.
Stimpy said put it on banners, put it around the place, but don't make it your main event. He literally said that earlier.
I said it should be on the main stage, but it shouldn't be the main, the end of the night thing. I said that from the beginning.
I said that, and I said that ages ago.
You said put it on Twitter.
You said it shouldn't be on the main stage. We're talking about the main stage.
You could have the kiosk where people would try and use stand phones. We could try to get
Well, let the audience decide. We'll wrap it up there because I think we're going in circles, and I think we actually agree predominantly.
But no, we don't.
Right, it's been good. Thanks for.
One more thing, okay?
Go on.
You've already said it.
Anyone who keeps anything, it's not good. I mean, gaming's gaming, okay?
Can I just say one
But you're
thing?
gatekeeping it from the event.
Can I just say?
Well,
Can I just
guys,
say one thing?
We're not going back this path now.
No, but when was that event that we're talking about, Stimpy?
I don't know,
What year?
2018 or something.
Okay,
like
so
I don't know,
it's still got people talking about it right now to this day. Job done.
Yeah, but,
And on that note, thank you everyone for watching. Have a good night. Come next week. We'll be back in April. See you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I wear 1,000 scars. Cover them up so you don't see